Thank you for joining me today.
You're very welcome.
It is such an honour.
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
So firstly, I'm delighted to be able to talk with you because, when we talk about justice, there are so many different roles in society, I think, that have an influence when it comes to justice.
Yes.
And you have, I know, over, close to 20 years of experience specifically.
Yes, that's
working
right.
in family and criminal law, and you're a barrister.
Yes, I'm a barrister-at-law. I was admitted to the Supreme Court and the High Court in 2005. I have primarily worked in family law. I've done quite a lot of work in criminal law, in defence criminal law, and in civil work, in excess of 1,500 clients. And that doesn't count. That's the people I've been directly briefed to work for. So it's very extensive. I've seen a lot of changes in the last 20 years. Yeah.
Is there a particular area? I mean, we're talking here, I suppose, specifically about justice, and your role obviously plays a critical part in that process.
Yes.
Is there for you an area, and I guess outside of even just kind of combining your professional and personal, that justice is really important to you?
The family law arena, environment, jurisdiction, they're all of the same word, is really a significant work in progress. I think that we, as a collegiate, as a collective with the judiciary, we have a long way to go until we reach a place where I think justice can be done between separating parties. I think the area is far too litigious. Too much money is taken out of the property pools of parties, and that's something that I think needs to be addressed.
Yeah. So I know Torchlight gets involved specifically in campaigning in the area of domestic violence.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What about that?
Oh, very much so. 80% of cases present with allegations of domestic violence.
80%?
80% of cases have allegations of domestic violence. When I started working 20 years ago, it was just an all-in field. People made an application and it was litigious, and there was nothing that kept parties apart. And so what we would have is a very dangerous situation where we would have incidences in the court. In the court, we'd have incidences in the location. I had been personally attacked at work. I stood in the way of a lady actually charging at her ex-husband. So, but what's happened now and where we're progressing is there's a lot more steps that are taken to identify risk. But we've still got a long way to go.
And can I ask you, this week we heard that Queensland had passed the coercion control laws.
Coercive control.
Yeah,
yes,
and which I heard, it was the first time I heard about it, but what they said, it was the second state to pass it, and that actually New South Wales passes that law this week.
Yeah.
As far as progress goes, I mean, what do you think that's going to mean for society and for us in this area?
Those who have campaigned for coercive control laws have done so tirelessly, and it is an absolute credit to the campaigners who have got those laws through. I think I think there's going to need to be a lot of education about what that actually means before it has a substantial effect. Because what it actually means, from my understanding of it, is historically in criminal proceedings, if a person comes before the court charged of a domestic violence offence, only evidence about that offence can actually be presented to the court. With coercive control laws, the history of that person can be admitted into court, which gives the court and the judiciary and the judiciary and the jury a far better idea of the background of what this person has done and what this perpetrator has done.
Wow.
So it's very significant. And this is right at the very beginning. I know that the United States brought these laws in, and they were very hard fought to get in, and it's the same here. So it's an incredible progress. So
I suppose we've got to celebrate the progress, don't we?
We absolutely have to celebrate the progress, and in line with what we're doing here today is to bring to light the scourge of our society of domestic violence and bring it forward. And like Lisa is attempting to do, is to put a torchlight on it and show it up for what it is. And it's dangerous. There are women dying, and there are more women than men that are the victims of domestic violence. And that's something that will be talked about further tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me and sharing.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to talking with you more tonight.
Yes, and thank you so much.
Thank you.